Hey guys, today we're gonna show you a presentation video about what makes a good leader and what makes a good manager. Usually people thought the leader and the manager, they are quite similar, but actually there are a lot of difference between leader and manager. In our presentation video, in the first part, this presentation is going to explain what is the leader and the manager, and also we will identify the difference between leader and the manager. Secondly, this presentation will analyze how to be a good manager and how to be a good leader. And finally, this presentation will conclude what has been found. Okay, Alex, can you tell me what's the difference between leader and manager?
Okay. The manager is the person who takes the responsibility to set direction, employee, and motivate their following team to achieve the goal and task. What's more, the manager focuses on doing things right, and the leader is the person who influences a group of people towards the achievement of goal. In another word, leadership focuses on doing the right thing. And the difference between manager and leader: manager focus crowd value. In addition, some managers even reduce value by disabling those who add values. By contrast, leader focus on creating value. They generate the value over and above that which the team creates. It is as much a value creator as their followers are. Just as manager and have staff and the leader has followers. Manager creates the circle of power while the leader creates circle of influence. On the contrary, the quick way to figure out what manager and leader are doing is to count the number of people outside your reporting hierarchy who come to you for advice. The most likely is that you are perceived to be the leader. Management consists of controlling the group or a set of entities to get the goals. Leadership refers to an individual activity to influence, motivate, and enable others to contribute to organizational success.
And what makes a good manager?
And following the definition of a manager, there are four major functions of a manager, which are: first one, planning, which means establishing goals, and second is organizing, which means determine the activities that can accomplish the goals, and third is leading, manage the right teammates, take part in the right duties, and motivate them into efficient working conditions, and fourth is controlling, which means the manager has to monitor the teammates' work, ensure the completion of goals. Theoretically, all managers would be leaders because there is a leading in the four major functions of manager. However, managers get paid to accomplish tasks, as well as the employees. They get paid to follow the direction of their manager, as the basic relationship of the manager and employees is superior and subordinate relationship. A manager has the authority and power to hire, promote, discipline, and fire employees based on those behaviors and performance. Management is about efficiencies and getting results through systems, processes, procedures, controls, and structure. Achieving the objective of a successful manager is an arduous job. Managing a department effectively is an ongoing process that consists of developing mutually rewarding relationships with your employees. You will need to create a healthy partnerships with each of the people under your influence. The basic ingredients of such committed relationships are the same: mutual respect and trust spiced with genuine caring attitudes. Cook suggests a working model of achieving departmental goals. There are three different aspects that overlap and interact between each other. They are A, P, T. A for undertake activities, and P for develop people skills and confidence, and T create a high-performance team. A good manager has to concern about how to balance those aspects based on the specific situation of the team. First of all, in order to motivate the people and create a good team spirit, manager has to commit his own responsibilities and establishes clear roles and responsibilities for teammates to participate in teamwork. And secondly, The manager should concentrate on create a harmonious work atmosphere. Managers should be open to listen and take time to understand each person in a team to make sure they can anticipate and resolve conflict and disagreements. And moreover, the manager has to identify and satisfy their individual's needs. And finally, managers should develop and direct the activities and motivate the team members to perform more confidence, identify their strengths and weaknesses. Thus, the manager can put them into appropriate positions to help them improve work skills, and monitor and review their performance regularly are also very insufficient to be a good manager. So, as a good manager, it's very important to make sure that the communication style is clear and effective. Hence, this can be done by using accurate sentences to express your ideas and ensure the team members can be accurately receive the points. Excellent communication skills are at the root of the effective management. Understand and motivate every employee so that they will feel good about what they are doing.
Okay, thank you, Yang. Can you tell me what makes a good leader?
Well, it is difficult to identify what makes a good leader in a direct way. A good leader often to be regarded as a people who can do the right thing at the right time for the right reason, and for the benefit of the people served. In the other words, a leader cannot exist without people who are willing to follow. Thus, choose a suitable way to treat followers will be the essential part of being a leader. Van Schaik suggests 4 styles of leadership. It consists of directive and supportive styles. First, directing. The leader closely monitors the follower tasks and suggests the working structure, decision-making, suggestion in detail. He mostly concentrates on work-their relationship. This style of leadership is suitable for followers who lack self-esteem, but they are eager to work. They need instructions and feedback to improve their performance. The second, coaching. The leader closely monitors the follower's track. He sometimes listens and advises some essential skills to the follower. This style of leadership is used to followers who have some experience and enthusiasm. They still need support to build confidence. Third, supporting. The leader provides the welfare and friendly environment to the followers. He assists the subordinates' effort to reach achievement. The leader also shares in decision-making with them. This style of leadership is suitable for followers who are quite skilled but lack motivation. They do not need much instruction, but they are required support to motivate their capability. And the fourth, delegating. The leader fully relies on the subordinates. He leaves the assignment as responsible to them and do not need to follow their progress too often. This style of leadership is suitable for followers who have both competence and commitment. They can work by themselves. Little support is adequate for them.
Well, in addition to a suitable way that a leader should choose to treat followers, the emotional and social intelligence competence should also be seen as the essential component of the leadership. Also, a good leader usually progresses a highly emotional and social intelligence competence. There are 5 features involved in the competence. First one is self-awareness, and next one is assertiveness, and the empathy and the impedance, and finally the communication. Well, firstly, the self-awareness is an ability to understand the own emotion and release how it occurs. Emotion can be rational in a certain situation. Emotional intelligence can increase the confidence and self-respect. Leader who is self-awareness has a skill to recognize his strengths and weakness. This makes good leader to select the best people to fit the position. Well, secondly, the assertiveness is a skill to reveal the feeling, conviction, and opinion in a manner that enhance open communication. A leader who is assertive can express his idea distinctly and confidently. Without this skill, the people may not follow a leader because the followers cannot rely on him. Or thirdly, the empathy is kind of ability to understand and well how others feel and emphasize the concept of people-oriented. Sometimes if leader lacks of empathy, they will be perceived by others as cold, uncaring, and having a little interest in them as people. In contrast, leader with high empathy is able to close the bond with others, which will make followers feeling their leader are personally involved with them and willing to confront problems with them. The next one is the independence. People with independence prone to be a self-reliant thinker. Sometimes they may consult with others for collecting enough necessary information and ideas. However, when the time comes, they will make up their own mind. On the other hand, people with low independence may lack of confidence and their decision of influenced by others. As a result, this kind of leader may not be able to influence the outcome or even help and lead a team. Well, finally, a good communication can help a leader state clearly what they need and expect from others. Besides, maintaining a precise and constant flow of the information is the advantage of a good communication. A worse communication will cause ambiguity and unnecessary anxiety, and it will reduce the effectiveness. To sum up, it is necessary for leaders to have these 5 components. However, they need to keep balance among these 5 abilities. This is because if they overuse any one of these abilities may cause negative effect. For example, over high independence will cause leader become self-centered or even they will be arrogant. To avoid this problem turning up, leaders should learn an already progressed ability of self-restraint, while what the emphasis emphasizes may play a role to achieve the self-restraint.
Is that all about leader and manager we should know?
Well, of course not. While sometimes manager and leader have to progress the transactional ability in different circumstances, or even manager and leader may exchange their role between each other when they are in some complicated situations, despite they are usually employed a different manner to improve team or organization performance. For example, the management of innovation has much in common with entrepreneurship, which are often referred to as the soft skills of management, such as the judgment and working through people, have much in common with which presented at the heart of the leadership. Okay, and on the other hand, when the leadership is divided into the transactional and the transformational, then the transactional arm of the leadership appears to have much in common with what others would label the management.
In conclusion, being a leader and a manager is quite different. Leaders focus more on macro directions. Managers focus more on the task achievement. As we mentioned before, the roles of leaders and managers are quite complex. Sometimes they could shift to each other. It depends on different circumstances. What we found in this work is that a good leader should possess some special characters. It includes the self-awareness, assertiveness, empathy, independence, and communication. For example, a good leader should be independent so that it can make the final decision and lead the team. A good manager should earn the skills of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling so that the task can be achieved efficiently. Besides, we found that a good leader treats different kind of followers through employing different leading styles. In this case, leader could fully exert followers' abilities. Finally, it is worth mentioning that sometimes a good leader and good manager should make some changes according to various circumstances, or even they might exchange their roles by using transitional and transformational skills.